What happens next for these folks in the Sikh community?
Well, we are already receiving messages from Sikh leaders and activists from all over the country. There's already a drive to collect funds for the victims as well as the police officers. And we want to support the community nationally. And of course, the cremation will take place after the investigations are complete. And we will continue to pray for the well-being of the families and all those affected. And especially my heart goes out to all the women and children who were in the Sikh Gurdwara at that time. Mm-hmm. So we will continue to pray and support. And we are also touched by support from the American Friends and the religious leadership.
Mm-hmm. You also mentioned earlier sentiments about the shooter, and you said you were praying for the shooter as well. A surprising sentiment so early on in this incident, in this tragedy.
Well, you know, in our faith, we have always, our prayer ends by saying, Tere pane sarbat da pala, which means that, oh God, please take care of everyone. Every human being is your child, so take care of that. So it's coming from that aspect that we are seeking well-being, and God knows what was going on in his mind, that he had to take this, law in his hand and kill so many people. But ultimately, you know, we all have some responsibility in living in the society. How do we lift each human being so nobody is left behind and has to resort to such means to harm other people? Mm-hmm. So we will continue to pray for anybody, whether it's the victim or the aggressor here. But at the same time, we would want that we all as a nation come together and take a lesson, not just from here, but Aurora or Virginia Tech or any tragedy, that how do we as a nation, as a community, come together and support each other. Mm-hmm. And that is what we are hoping that this will come out of this tragedy.
Yeah, and out of this tragedy, you wanted to make an opportunity out of this tragedy for people to learn more about Sikhism. And you, in fact, invited anyone who is in the sound of our voice, who's listening or watching around the world, to go to a temple this coming Sunday.
Absolutely. This is our tradition that we invite. In fact, in the old times, a Sikh, when he's ready to eat a meal, he has to make a call that, is anybody hungry? Please come and join and share a meal with me. So that tradition continues, that every Sikh service ends with a community meal where everybody or anybody can come, whether it's a pauper or a homeless or a king or a businessman, they all can come together. So we are inviting all Americans, especially people who are living in the vicinity of the Sikh Gurdwaras across the nation, please come and join and be part of our sort of a love fest, I would call it, mm-hmm. that we want to share our love and a feeling with each one of you. So, and if anybody wants to wear a turban to show your solidarity, we will lend out our turbans for you to feel how does it, what kind of feeling you might have to wear a color on your head.
Thank you. I find it fascinating and refreshing that you have such a good spirit about this, especially so close to this incident happening earlier today. And it's not you're not accusatory, you're not angry, you are inviting people to come in, and I think that's amazing. I just can't thank you enough for doing that, and again, I applaud you for it.
I just want to add one small thing that, my name ends with Singh, and you have interviewed another Singh on the station. Singh means lion, and every male has the last name Singh, which was a sense to bring equality, and every woman has the last name as Kaur, K-A-U-R, which means princess. So it is a sense of bringing people together, but in being fearless in any situation. So that is the concept that we honor deeply in our faith.